if you're consumed by guilt and you get into a self-pity mode, in a victim mode, poor me, I'm so bad, and just get stuck into that, then it is not really helpful, because you're getting stuck in being a victim and you don't move ahead. If you see that guilt as your consciousness, your higher consciousness, which gives you a hint of what is right and what is wrong, and you listen to it and you take that as an inspiration to change, to make an appropriate change in your life, to say, okay, I know I shouldn't do this, and then the next day you try to change it, then it can be something very good. I remember the first time when I was in India and I stayed in an ashram, and there was meditation, daily Bhagavad Gita lectures, and it was a really beautiful time, a really important time of change in my life. And I felt very good during this few months in the ashram. And during this time there came a moment where within myself old habits, old samskaras, they're like seeds, awoke again, and I had just a big desire to go out, to make party, to do all kinds of things which I knew they're not going to be good for me. I shouldn't do them. A little bit like you say here. And even though I didn't do them yet, I had already a guilty feeling just of having those thoughts, because I knew I'm going to feel worse after I do those things. So I went to the Swami of this place and I told him about this feeling of mine. And I was very distressed and felt like a victim to myself. And he just looked at me and said in a smiling way, "This is a very good sign. It's a very good sign that you have this kind of inner struggle." And I said, like, how is that a good sign? And he said, that's a sign that your higher mind, your spiritual side is awakening more. And the more it awakens, the more you will have this kind of guilt feelings. The more this inner voice is going to tell you what is right and what is wrong. And of course, there's another part, the lower mind, which wants just the sense gratifications. But the more this higher mind is now awakening, the more this inner struggle starts. And guess what? This inner struggle is exactly what this Bhagavad Gita speaks about. It is the encounter of two armies, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. Your higher mind, your lower mind, your good side, your not so good side. And now this inner struggle starts. And it starts with exactly the point where Arjuna, you, I myself, are in the battlefield and don't want to fight anymore. We are overcome by weakness, we are overcome by guilt, we are overcome by attachment, and we don't want to carry on our spiritual path, we don't want to grow, we don't want to change. And that is where God, Krishna, comes into place. That's the place where the spiritual master gets in the game and gives us the right guidance, the right knowledge, firstly, about who we are truly. That we disidentify with this body, with our emotions, with our thoughts, and identify more and more with our true essence, our spiritual essence, our Atman. And that we realize that the purpose of life itself, lives after life, we're coming just to grow in this awareness of who we truly are and what our relationship with God is.